Hello guys, in this video is gonna be on France and how Didier Deschamps plans to use this France team in the Euros for winning the Ultimate Cup. Now when you talk about this France, the ultimate thing that ever comes to your mind is only one player, and that's Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is the face of France football. There's no denying that. You take out all the debates that recently Kylian Mbappe has been doing that Euros against FIFA World Cup. There's no denying that France is one of the best teams in the world. There's no denying that France holds that core young talent of players that has ability to go and win every single tournament out there. In every international tournament, France is one of the favorites to go and win that tournament. It was in the World Cup, it was in the Nations League, now it is in the Euros. Now what Didier Deschamps has a real advantage in this France team is Kylian Mbappe himself, because in a recent interview he has said that he is out of his shackles. Now shackles created by PSG. We all know the drama of him and PSG and how now he's a Real Madrid player and he now doesn't give a damn PSG in a clear sense. He said clearly in an interview how PSG prevented him from playing, he was sent to reserves, and lots of drama happened. He was prevented from joining Real Madrid, he was prevented that back in 2022 when political pressure were put on him and how he was tensed in these all situations. But now it's like they have come out of those situations. Now he is free, now he's a happy player that is there in his dream club. Now just you can imagine how Kylian Mbappe can just bounce back in his life, because if you see this current season, he was under PSG, his stats were low, he didn't play as much of a good of a player he is. He was clearly not feeling good, he was not feeling himself because of all this drama that was happening behind the scenes, and now he's free of all that. In the recent interview, he thanked Luis Campos, he thanked Luis Enrique for saving him from that whole hellish of a nightmare. We could have been deprived of a world talent if it was for Nasser Al-Khelaifi, but now he feels liberated. You can see, you might have noticed Mbappe playing horribly bad against Germany. It was the same phase that he was going through. It was the same phase that he was tensed. You have seen so many PSG games where he was not up to level. You saw against Barca, even though he scored that hat-trick, even if he scored that goals, he wasn't that player that we used to know him. He dropped a stinker in that Barca game even though he qualified. Now we see Mbappe, who is motivated, who is there to win trophies. We're gonna see a version of Mbappe of 2018 or 2022 in this Euros. Now it's not just Mbappe that Didier Deschamps has, it's the whole of the freaking team. Now what does that mean? You have players like Upamecano, you have players like William Saliba, you have players like Theo Hernandez, all in defense line. It's so much headache for Didier Deschamps to pick from what defense line he's gonna go. And when you come to midfielders, even more headache it is there. There's Germany, there is Camavinga, there is Adrien Rabiot, there is players like Antoine Griezmann waiting for his chance in that midfield. How he's gonna accommodate all of these players? With attackers, there is Ousmane Dembele, you have Kylian Mbappe, and you have Marcus Thuram, talents alike with Olivier Giroud. Then there's touch of experience and the touch of this young core. It's like mixture of everything. It's got a mixture of Real Madrid. It got a mixture of that France core team. This France core team is like mixture of Madrid days, and you know how mentally strong Madrid team is when it comes to knockout tournament. With Camavinga and Chouameni recently coming out winning the Champions League and La Liga, with N'Golo Kante coming out of long injury, and my god, he has impressed everybody in that training session. It's like he never left. There is all talks about media of N'Golo Kante can start the game in the Euro straight away. Now that is the level that this France team has. Now if he comes on, there is players like Antoine Griezmann, who's I think a leader in that dressing room. This player like Ousmane Dembele ready to run down the rings. There is Marcus Thuram, same with him, ready to run down the wings with Kylian Mbappe. There is so many formations and so many different ways Didier Deschamps can set up his team. Obviously he can go for a 4-2-2 with Dembele and Mbappe as strikers. He can go for 4-3-3 with Mbappe playing on the wing and striker playing up by Olivier Giroud or Antoine Griezmann. He can also go for a 4-2-3-1 as Antoine Griezmann as an attacking midfielder with Dembele on the right wing. So there is so many formations and so many ways this France team can come up. Even though they don't play possession football, they play like fast-paced counter football, because I think those players excel in counter football more, because paces of player like Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Camavinga, N'Golo Kante, it comes up so well when they counter a team. It comes up like fruitful sort of tactics when they are on the counters. So I think for that counter attack, I think for that only Didier Deschamps is gonna play 4-2-3-1. Now that means Theo Hernandez is gonna start at the left back, Upamecano as a centre back, or even William Saliba, who knows, instead of Upamecano. There is Jules Koundé on the right back, and even Benjamin Pavard. There is Chouameni, there is Camavinga, N'Golo Kante, and Antonio Griezmann, making this trio of midfield, with Antonio Griezmann playing at the central midfielder and Conte and Camavinga playing as central midfielder, with Griezmann playing attacking midfielder and Conte playing as central midfielder with Camavinga. In the right wing we have Dembele, a very pacey forward from PSG, Thuram on the left wing, and Kylian Mbappe making the final number 9 position. There is one more thing that has come up in the news, that Didier Deschamps is planning to make this team around Kylian Mbappe. Now again, I've used this term many times in this video, Kylian Mbappe, but he is the one that drives this French team forward, apart from the individuals too. So Didier Deschamps can make this team same like Argentina, what Argentina does for Messi. Messi doesn't defend, and he just controls the game. Lionel Messi for Argentina, the same thing Kylian Mbappe can do for France. He's the one up there getting the ball, passing the ball, receiving from the inner side and playing it forward. That is how exactly what Didier Deschamps played in the Nations League, and I think he will be playing same like that in the Euros to make that trophy finally back home, because I think France needs it. I think the fans are obviously in a very good mood. They're in 7th heaven because their team is capable, because their team is, you expect this France team to go out there till the finals. If they don't go till the finals and they somehow are restricted till semi-finals or quarter, I think they should see this as a failure, because this is apart from other team, like this is like a golden generation of France. This is like team of 1998 back again. But it might not be easy, because there are teams like England, there are teams like Spain, Germany, who has that capability of stopping France. But when everything clicks, and when Kylian Mbappe is happy, and when the team is playing for a cause, I think there is no stopping that. This France team looks very dangerous, and this France team has that sort of aura to beat in this Euros. So that's it, guys. What do you think about France national team? Comment down below, and do not forget to like, subscribe this video. Up until next time, goodbye.